Hey guys, how you guys doing? What's going on? Live at the Fed. You guys are looking great there. I love the colors in the background. What's going on, guys?
We're good. Can you see both of us good, or should we angle the camera better?
No, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So what's going on? How's the weather down at the beautiful Frederickstad? What's going on, guys? Talk to me.
Another beautiful, gorgeous sunny day.
It's beautiful. The sun is out.
A little warm, but usually the winds are starting to pick up a little bit. They're not quite the Christmas winds yet, but we've had a beautiful breeze here the past couple of days. It's actually keeping things a little bit cooler in the shade. It's beautiful under umbrellas, sitting in the gallery dining room out by the beach. So it's been an absolute spotless day, and no rain today, which is great. We've had several rainy days over the past week, so especially at night. So
St. Croix's had a lot of rainfall at night.
And my plants and my cisterns are happy, but the guests that are down here visiting, they want the sun, the sun and the fun. So
right, absolutely. So we're so excited to have tasters here at the Frederickstad again. Scott and I are going to be hosting this segment today. We are going to take you guys, after we do a little intro here, we're going to take you guys on a little journey over just like the overflow or an overhead of the Fred Hotel.
Yeah.
Not too many details, but just like this is our pool. This is just some
a little walkthrough.
A walkthrough. The fine features of the Frederickstad.
And then Chef is going to be preparing one of the signatures for you later on.
You get to go into the kitchen.
You actually get to go into our new kitchen.
State of the art.
Check that out. So we're looking forward to that. So what would you like to talk about today?
Well, when I was on set, I was like, people, our viewers, do they really know about Frederickstad?
Good question. It's an interesting thing. I've only lived here for 3 years, and I've spent my entire time in Frederickstad, so I know a lot of the history of the town itself. But when I do meet people from different parts of the island, so few people actually venture west. Even though the island is only 22 miles long, a lot of people are like, oh, we don't go west, we don't explore that far, they'll go to Christiansted, of course, on the Isle, but people won't necessarily come all the way out. And I want to change that.
I know. And everyone, the slogan kind of is west is best, because west, not saying anything,
no offense on the east.
But the West End has the best beaches.
There's definitely
I'm sorry.
Go ahead. They kind of do. So I'm going to be biased because I live here and I work here and I get to see. I'm going to challenge everybody to come and see the view just from the west, but not, and also from the Fred. Our sunsets are spectacular. We point due west, and it's just some of the most spectacular scenery I've ever seen in my entire life. I've been a lot of places. So.
And Frederickstad is St. Croix of the Island. One of the best.
Sandy Point is a national park. It's protected land. It's one of the largest turtle nesting grounds in the Western Hemisphere. So we are actually in turtle nesting season right now.
Therefore, we can't actually go on the beach right now.
The beach is closed.
It's seasonal.
It's a very seasonal thing. You can walk out there, but it's pretty much closed to any sort of drive-in traffic parking. So it's closed because there's 3 different species of turtles. Most of them are endangered, nested, and really, I've been privileged to see some of the actual nest hatching.
Have you?
Oh,
cool.
it's one of the highlights of my life. It's amazing. So,
and it's at night.
It's right at sunset. Right at sunset. So, but they go out and they monitor the nest. They mark the nest and they're walking around and things like that. And it's really spectacular. So you've got Sandy Point, which is just miles and miles and miles of beautiful white sand, crystal gin clear water. You've got
crystal clear.
You can stand up to your chin in water and see your feet. Right. That's how clear the water is.
It's not like Ocean City, Maryland. Not saying anything. Not saying anything.
So then you've got George Beach, which is a public beach. You've got the beach here in front of between the fishing pier and the main pier. You've got Frederickstad Beach, which is over by the fort. You've got Rainbow Beach. And you have Cowboy Beach, and then just keep going. So there's all these different great beach options that people can come out and just hang out. There's sandy beaches, and Mother Nature's been very interesting. She's taking some of the sand away, and then she brings it back. But the beaches here are much wider. Those sands much cleaner. The water's very clear. and there's very little wave action over here, so it's very safe to get in and out.
Absolutely.
So what do we have today? So what are we going to share today with our guests in terms of what they can expect to see on the tour and the visit today of the Fred?
Today we're going to go to our new kitchen, introduce everybody to Chef Fahim, who is our executive chef. He's going to make one of the signature dishes to sort of give you a little taste teaser of what you can expect when you come to eat at Fred, or eat with Fred, I should say.
And this is his award-winning dish.
This is one of his signature dishes and stuff like that. So we're going to give you a little quick tour of the property, show you some of the highlights, and then take you to the kitchen and put some fantastic food in front.
All right, let's take it away, guys.
Yep.
All right, cheers.
Hey, Jess, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome back to the Fred. Great to see you again.
I love seeing you guys every week. This is fun.
We're just thrilled to have you here.
Thank you.
This is the main entrance to the property. We call it the Pineapple Gate, and it leads into the central courtyard.
Nice.
This is how most people enter the property. The gates, the columns to the gates are part of the original property, all dating back to the 1700s.
Wow, really?
Oh yeah, we've modernized them a little bit, but the stonework is original. So
That's awesome.
So
You're gonna show me a couple of your favorite features of the Fred today.
well, this is one of the best vantage points of the entire property right here. I mean, you get a little bit of overview of the entire space, which is, when you first walk in, you may not know all this is back here. So a lot of people are surprised when they come into the property. One of my favorite features, which is sort of the focal point, is the sky deck and the gallery dining room. We do have another bar upstairs. There's lounge seating. There's a sort of a relaxation Lyman pool, as we call it. And below is our gallery dining room with the 3 beautiful cutouts overlooking the ocean. And then we have our main bar, which is, a big focal point that a lot of people are coming in for. And then, of course, right in the middle is our one-of-a-kind
Oh my gosh.
knife edge pool designed by the owners. There's nothing else like it on the island.
No, beautiful. I want a knife edge pool.
Right? 97,000 gallons of water. It is a saltwater pool. Very modern, state-of-the-art technology. I'll give you the whole details about that some other time.
Yeah.
We also have our hot tub.
So let's go check out the hot tub real quick, and then I want to check out these little square little.
Sure.
Those picturesque.
You got it, right this way.
I had so much fun last week.
Did you enjoy your stay?
Oh my gosh, I had so much fun.
So what we've done here is we've got the most modern of pools and hot tubs with a backdrop of the historic properties and the landscaping. All the rooms, we have 22 rooms here, and all of them face in towards the courtyard. So you've got some great views of not only the ocean, but of the pool and the hot tub.
And this is great how it pours in.
So this is our Infinity Edge hot tub. Very popular spot.
All right, let's take a walk over
And then
here.
we'll come over this way. Again, everything you possibly need is within steps. You never actually have to leave the Fred property if you don't want to. We are, a complete service resort. We have our main bar. We have the alfresco dining room.
And I love the bar.
Also, one of the neat things is the modern architecture that blends with the historic pieces of the property. We were so fortunate when we bought the property that there were some ruins on the property. There's some Danish brick elements. There's the ancient, the historic seawall, the original shack, all dated from the 1700s. So the owners incorporated all of those elements into the design.
Right.
And one of the neat things, and this is how the gallery dining room got its name, is these 3 cutouts. So we cleaned them up, framed them out a little bit, and basically it's almost like a living piece of art as you're sitting here dining.
I love it.
You've got these, and sunset, when the sun sets, it's almost like a...
Beautiful.
So the views are pretty spectacular. Obviously we face directly west, so the sunsets are pretty spectacular. And if it's a clear day, you can just see Puerto Rico. And obviously there's the famous green flash, which is a real thing. And then if it's a cloudy day, believe it or not, it makes the sunsets even more spectacular because the entire sky just lights up in bright pinks and oranges against the blue water. It's a magical spot.
I love it.
And to sit here and have cocktails and have a little something to eat, it really is one of the most unique elements about the Fred and the west end of St. Croix. So
Yeah, and the dolphins swimming by.
dolphins, we see sea turtles, we see stingrays.
Totally.
We're hoping hoping to, we've got our more involved. We're starting to attract some more private yachts coming around. When the cruise ships do come back, the cruise ships are literally right outside of our deck, just feet away to the pier. Then we've got Sandy Point down at the other end. It's a magical spot.
Yeah.
So it really is.
So we're gonna go into the kitchen.
Yeah, so I want to introduce you to Chef Fahim.
Okay.
And-
Again, we met before.
Yep,
But,
but reintroduce
but not
you.
in the kitchen.
Have him show you around his kitchen. He's going to make a little something special for you.
Excellent.
Okay. So, Jessica, now that you've seen some of the rooms and some of the highlights of the property,
Love it.
Let's get you into our kitchen, our brand new state-of-the-art
Ooh,
kitchen,
nice kitchen.
and introduce you to Chef Fahim.
Yes. Hi, Chef.
Chef Fahim, you know Jessica, don't you?
We met the other week. Thank you. So, what a beautiful kitchen you have.
Thank you.
Love it. Have you worked in a kitchen like this before? I mean, come on, state of the art. This is great.
I enjoyed it a lot.
So, what is on the menu for today?
So today I'm going to prepare a blackened grilled mahi
Black and grilled mahi.
with a brown butter sauteed spinach and coconut infused risotto. Alright, so all our ingredients here.
Coconut infused risotto.
Risotto, yes.
Ooh, that
So
sounds a little
that's-
Caribbean twist.
Yeah, this is the regular way you put risotto, but a little coconut milk, a little coconut flakes, you know what I'm saying, get all that flavor out of it. So
Yeah.
very good.
Now,
Very good.
mahi, do you find it difficult to source mahi?
No.
No. It seems like mahi's always flying around here.
Yeah.
Especially
yes,
since
yes.
I think we talked about this a couple weeks ago, you're so close to the fish
But
market.
yeah, we get. Yeah.
You'd be
Get
like,
a lot
hey
of
guys,
money. Yes.
I need some mahi. I'm going to put down my sunglasses real quick. Okay. All right, so how do we get started?
All right, so we'll start off cooking the fish. Get this
Okay.
bone first.
Now, how many ounces is that?
This 8-ounce portion.
8 ounces, okay.
So with salt. Don't be scared of salt. It's kosher salt. So
Right.
you know. A little pepper. Now my pepper, I grind my own pepper.
Oh, you do?
So yes, I do different peppercorns, a little bay leaf, and then blackened seasoning. Which I mix my own blackened seasoning.
Oh, you
as well.
do?
I do. That's kind of like the
Your
simple,
specialty?
Yeah, simple sales, but at the same time you want to do something.
Mm-hmm.
So just a little oil, just to give a little on the grill.
Now, of course, we're going to be on high heat, right?
Yeah, high heat.
Okay.
So we'll
We're
take
coming
the
over
oil
here.
to the grill.
So we're going to grill it. So let's come over here, Anthony.
Put it on the grill. I like grill just to get those pretty grill marks. Don't press it, just
Yeah.
sit it, let it rise.
Now, mahi, it doesn't take long to cook mahi.
It doesn't.
Okay, so what do you recommend? If you're on a high heat on a grill, what do you recommend?
Now, not really on a grill. You don't really want the high heat. You want
Right.
the grill to be hot, but you don't want it hot. You don't want to burn it.
Right.
What you want to do is cook it thoroughly through, but at the same time get nice syrup. So you see, I keep my grill about medium
Medium, this
high.
is medium, okay.
I never crank it all the way up.
Okay.
Everything is done a lot faster when you're not. High heat doesn't cook fast.
So we're going to have the nice grill marks. Yeah.
So while we're doing that, we're gonna step back over here.
Okay.
And we start the risotto.
Risotto. Who doesn't love some risotto? And how would you describe risotto? It's an Italian.
It's like Italian grits.
Yeah. Okay.
Just send the link to the YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey, hi, we're back.
You didn't see us dining?
Anthony, can you hear us?
So turn your heat up here.
Okay.
I'll start off with a little chicken stock.
Chicken stock.
Put the risotto in.
Now, I like risotto better than rice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's a nice creamy texture, you know, and if it's done right, it can be very creamy. Let that boil a little bit. A little heavy cream.
Okay, you're gonna add a little heavy cream. Now,
Even
this
though-
is one of your signature dishes.
Yes. Even though when I make it, I put a little heavy cream in it while I'm making the risotto and the coconut milk, I still want a little bit of cream. So I have a little bit more fat, you know. So a little
Because
salt.
it tastes so good.
Yeah, add a little salt.
Now, this is on your dinner menu, correct?
Yes.
And would you say this is like one of your #1 sellers?
It is. We go through a lot of mahi. You know, this is one that, and I'm kind of proud of that because it's kind of like my dish.
Right.
So and it's selling quite well.
Right.
It starts creaming out. Got a little cheese to it.
Is that Parmesan?
A little cheese.
Okay.
Yes. Pretty much that's what you're looking for.
Right.
The creaminess with thickness at the
The
same time.
consistency. Absolutely.
Turn that off. Like this.
Now, what are we going to go into that
Now,
saute pan?
this saute is going to be for your spinach.
Okay. Now, is this local spinach?
It is. It is local spinach.
Now, where do you source your local spinach from?
I get it from, correct me, Seder Farms. Yes, Seder Farms. So he gives us about 30 to 40 pounds a week.
Wow.
And
This
this
is
we're going to start off
delicious.
with butter.
Okay.
And we're going to let that butter sit in there for a while. Just so it get a nice brown to it. And when you brown your butter, that's going to give you like a nice nutty flavor. So we'll let that go for a second. I'll set that
Oh, let's
here.
go. I forgot about our fish. My chef didn't. Okay.
Turn it. Get that back on. Set our wheat back on.
Oh, that smells good. Do you smell that, mahi? Mm-mm. This spinach is delicious.
It is. I like it. It stands up a little better than the baby spinach. You know? We just want to get that to a start, turn like a nice amber brown, and then add the spinach. And that's the sound you want to hear.
A little crackle.
A little salt, pepper.
Now, spinach doesn't take long.
It
You know,
doesn't.
you don't want to overcook it.
And
Yeah.
that's what I like about the local spinach. It doesn't wilt down as fast.
Right.
It kind of holds its shape a little bit.
Because it wasn't stored in a bag for weeks.
So, yeah. So turn your heat up here.
You don't know.
Exactly.
I know sometimes I go to the store and I get my spinach and it hasn't been bad.
And I don't like to cook it all the way down because it's going to continue to cook
Yeah.
with the heat.
So it keeps it nice and fresh.
I get it about that consistency.
Okay.
Then I put it on a towel. Just because I don't like wet spinach on the plate. It's a presentation thing.
That's a nice tip or tip.
Bring it all out.
I need to get a pair of chef's gloves. Ooh, that looks great. Look at that blackened, the seasoning.
So that's about almost there.
Love it. Now, could you do this dish with wahoo?
Good, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
In any wahoo, you can use swordfish, any kind of meaty.
Yeah, but no, I wouldn't do like tuna, right?
No.
Right.
We can try.
Yeah, but I would think more of like a white fish.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, definitely. With the creaminess of the risotto,
Right.
munchiness of the spinach, white fish does a good better.
Right.
So now we're just waiting on our fish, and while we're waiting on that, we can start plating.
Okay. So you plate over here. Okay.
Like a little too much. With cornmeal of it.
Yeah. You don't want to fill them up on the risotto.
Right,
So
exactly.
you want them to enjoy the mahi. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. And chef, you went ahead and prepared the menu for us, right?
Yes.
The directions, the ingredients, so we can go ahead and do this at home. And we're going to post it to our site as well. That spinach looks so delightful. And it's nice because the color contrasts too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's all about presentation.
Yes.
Presentation.
And white plates.
Yes. Fish, I usually takes about maybe 8, maybe 9 minutes on the grill,
Okay.
which is going to give you a good medium. We're almost about there, maybe a minute or so.
Okay.
Yeah. But I sometimes like to do to finish it off. I might put like a little butter on top, and then it melt over the fish.
Oh,
I'm not
yum.
gonna do that.
Now, how many people do you usually have behind the line working with you?
On a weekend with events we have, I have 2 people on the hotline.
Okay.
One garment shade,
Uh-huh.
and then myself and expedite,
Yeah.
and help run it through.
Yeah.
I try to.
Because this is a nice line.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have
try to
room.
make the menu simple, so it's easy to. You know, of course, our ingredients are like intensive, but once it's set up and ready to go, it's quickly, real quickly.
And you have a breeze. I mean, today.
Today.
But now, now that we're, in October, we'll have the wind coming in.
Ready to go.
All right. Perfect.
So, last thing that's going to get a roasted pineapple butter notch. Roasted pineapple butter blanc.
Okay. Now, this is something that you, of course, have to pre-make.
Yes.
Right.
Have to make this
So
every
let's
service.
just talk every service.
Every service, yeah, every service.
So let's just talk real quick about the ingredients to make this.
Okay. For the beurre blanc, you're going to have, these are going to be your starters. You're going to have thyme, garlic, bay leaf, and peppercorns. So you do that with a little white wine, a little heavy cream.
Yes.
Boil it down to a lava consistency, and then you add in your butter slowly.
Okay.
I take my pineapple, I dice it, put it in the oven, roast it until it's like almost like a candy, and then throw it into the sauce.
Yum! I could eat that by the spoonful.
So just try to get some nice chunks.
Oh, over here, right here.
Just gonna put mine.
Now, would you ever use local pineapple?
I would. I haven't, but I would.
Right.
Just put a little.
I know we have some local
Around,
pineapples.
down,
Oh,
around.
look at that presentation.
There you go.
Bon
That
appetit.
is our black and mahi.
Black and mahi.
So,
Very good, chef. Thank you.
Now that you've seen how things are prepared here at the Fred, I think it's time we sample, don't you think?
Yes.
Well, I've got to set up here one of our premier waterfront tables. I think the view is pretty spectacular.
Breathtaking.
You do eat with your eyes, and I think
Yes.
this helps add to it.
Absolutely.
And I've also chosen a lovely Sauvignon Blanc to go with your mahi today.
Yes.
And if you don't mind, I might join you for a bite.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What a talented chef.
Oh, we're so happy to have Fahim with us. You know, we interviewed literally over 100 people.
Wow.
And we flew some people in from the States, and we just did tastings, and we were just so happy to find Fahim, and when he came along, we knew he was the right fit for
Fahim
us.
is
So-
amazing. And he's comfortable
Oh yeah.
behind there.
And it takes a lot to get a kitchen like this up and running from absolute scratch. So, he had the chops, he had the experience to, build the team, to build the menu. We put the kitchen equipment in, but he took it over and made it his own
Organization.
Exactly.
It takes a lot.
It takes a lot.
Yeah.
So,
But it's great that he started it.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey, Karen, I think we're ready.
Hi, Karen. Thank you.
Welcome.
Our mahi.
And I have ordered another menu item. This is our roasted beet salad.
Wow, that looks delicious.
Local hydroponic greens, local salt roasted beets, some crispy fried chickpeas, some honey scented goat cheese, and a homemade green goddess dressing.
Wow, that sounds amazing.
So people that are old enough may remember green goddess, but Chef makes his own. It's sort of like an herb Caesar.
Ooh.
Oh, and it has a nice little tang to it, offsets the sweetness of the beets and the goat cheese. So,
Love it.
well, bon appetit.
Bon appetit. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for being here.
So we'll take a couple bites and then we have to get back to the lobby, Scott.
That we do.
Close out the show, but it's a nice spot that you have here.
Again, just to remind everybody, we do serve lunch from 11 to 4 every day, 7 days a week. And we also serve our dinner menu from 5 to 8 o'clock, 7 days a week.
Delicious.
And the menus are available.
Okay, so Anthony, I just want to know, do you know what green goddess salad dressing is?
No. What a green goddess salad?
Green goddess salad dressing, because Scott mentioned it. If we just left the veranda or the porch, and he was like, "Green goddess salad dressing." And I was like, "No, I'm from Pittsburgh. We know people there. I mean, not saying anything about Pittsburgh people, but green goddess salad dressing. No, it's what is it?"
Well, I mean, there's all these classic salad dressings that people forgotten about. They're, Thousand Island.
We know that.
And French dressings and things like that. And it's very regional. Green Goddess dressing was, a major staple in the Bible salad dressing world back in the 70s and the 80s. It was supposed to be, very fancy if you had Green Goddess dressing. So chef sort of revised it, makes his own, obviously. It's sort of a fresh herb meets Caesar salad, meets Caesar dressing, and it's got a little touch of anchovy in it and stuff like that. So it's this beautiful, fresh, bright, a little bit of salty. It's got a little bit of cheese in it and stuff like that. So it's a throwback to classic recipes, is what it is. And we make our own, so it's kind of fun, and it works beautifully with our beet and goat cheese salad. So
do you think that chef will give us the recipe?
I highly doubt that.
Okay.
He protects several things, like his fried chicken is his grandmother's recipe,
That recipe.
and he's not going to give that up. I can tell you can't come with a friend and just taste it for yourself. So, I can ask. I can always ask. So.
All right. So that was great, guys. I really enjoyed that. The chef got some talent there. I liked it. I'm looking at it. It was food eye candy. Just looking at it, tasting it, and the scene, the backdrop. I love those windows, those 3 windows that you have there. What you call those windows again? I forgot what you call them.
We just call them the cutouts. That's the historic seawall. It's part of the original property. And it also just sort of is the backdrop for our gallery dining room, which is our little bit more resort casual dining room. But it's just, it just makes a perfect little picture of the sunset, of the ocean, of the sky at night, the colors. That's why we named the gallery dining room that, because we have our own living gallery of 3 pictures.
Yeah, you don't need anything to hang up. And didn't we look cute?
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're out of time, guys. So thank you so much for that. Until next week.
So we just want to touch real quick, Anthony. Next week we're going to feature the spa, right?
Yes, we
Scott?
are. Yes.
Yeah. So we couldn't get in there this week because the sun was shining, and we're like, we have to embrace what we have here on property. So next week we're going to go to the spa. So stay tuned on Tasters.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. Till
Thanks,
next week.
everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Bye-bye.